Hello students, I welcome you all to today's session. I hope all of you are doing perfect at your places. Today's topic is the beginnings of Indian civilization. So lesson plan: caves to cities, Indus Valley civilization, decline of Harappan culture, civilization and life in the city. Let's begin. Caves to cities. We have studied earlier how people were steadily evolving their life. Their earliest dwellings were in caves. When they learned the art of agriculture, they made their dwelling near their fields. They started to live in groups of families and thus were created small villages. Soon these small villages grew up into bigger villages. With the development of wheel, carts and trade, these villages became towns, and the towns in course of time developed into cities. This was mainly due to increase in population and growth of new needs and occupations. तो आपका केव्स से लोग सिटीज में रहने लग गए थे बिकॉज उनको सेटलमेंट का वैल्यू पता चल चुका था, एग्रीकल्चर भी डेवलप हो गया था, so they had to live a settled life. Then began the civilization. When women and men started living in cities, they made quite a lot of advancement in many fields. They lived in brick houses and used different kinds of tools. They could grow enough food and produce many things to satisfy their needs. They could make exchange of goods and also knew the art of writing, and such a state of people's development is known as civilization. People played an important part in the development of the city civilization of the ancient world. These civilizations generally existed on the banks of rivers, and it was because of the banks of rivers, because of this, the fertile soil and natural means of vegetation or irrigation availability. तो आपका settlement होना शुरू हो गया. People started to know कि किस तरीके से वो अपनी necessity के साथ desires को भी compete कर सकते हैं, and that's how the civilization began. Now, civilization is that stage in human life when men and women could spare time to think not only about food, clothing and shelter, but also about art, music, architecture, sculpture, jewelry, religion and other things. So how was the civilization discovered in India? In the year 1921, Rai Bahadur Dayaram Sahani, a superintendent of the Indian Archaeological Department, found remains of the prehistoric seals from Harappa, a small village in vast Punjab, now in Pakistan. It started developing around 4600 BCE but reached its peak around 2600 BCE and remained there at its peak for about 700 years. In 1922, while laying railway lines in the province of Sindh, some interesting pieces of pottery were found by workers. At the same time, Mr. R.D. Banerjee, an officer of Archaeological Survey of India, made similar excavations of a civilization in Mohenjo-daro, which proved to be a sensational discovery. The remains they uncovered during the excavations are the only source of information about this unique civilization. Later on, Sir John Marshall, the Director General of Archaeological, took up the work and announced in 1924 that about 5,000 years ago, a rich and highly developed civilization flourished in the valley of Indus. It is called the Harappan culture. तो आपके civilizations के बारे में archaeologists को पता चलता है 1924 में हड़प्पन civilization के बारे में ही ऐसे ही archaeological survey से पता चला था. Let's extract. Mohenjo-daro means the place of the dead, where many skeletons were found. Now, besides that, Mohenjo-daro and Harappa, remains of this civilization have been discovered at a number of places in Sindh and Balochistan. A ruined city was discovered at Lothal in Gujarat, and then at Ropar in Punjab, Alamgirpur in Uttar Pradesh, Banavali in Hisar district of Haryana, and Ucha Pind Sanghol in Ludhiana district of Punjab. This meant that civilization was spread over a large area covering Balochistan, Pakistan, Sindh, Rajasthan, Haryana and certain parts of Uttar Pradesh. तो आपकी हड़प्पा civilization मोहनजोदारो के अलावा आपका हिसार में, then आलमगीर में अलग अलग remains या अलग अलग sites भी हमें देखने को मिलते हैं. And then happened the Indus Valley civilization. We discovered it. In India, cities first developed in the valley of river Indus. Since most of the sites of a common culture have been found in the valley of the river Indus, therefore, archaeologists called this civilization of these cities Indus Valley civilization. It is also called the Harappan culture because all the cities discovered after Harappa resembled it and the objects found were similar. The civilization also referred to as the Bronze Age civilization because the main metal used was bronze. फिर इंडस वैली civilization हुआ because इंडस वैली के साइड में ही आपका ये सेटलमेंट था, इसीलिए इसको इंडस वैली या हड़प्पन civilization के नाम से जाना गया. It is also known as the Bronze Age because जो main metal usage यहाँ पे देखा गया है वो bronze देखा गया है. Now civilizations sprang up at similar times in different parts of the world. One very advanced civilization was in the Indus Valley in modern Pakistan and India. The remains of Harappa have been excavated, revealing a large city with multi-storied buildings and carefully laid out streets. Then you have the hieroglyphics were a system of writing used by the ancient Egyptians, and using drawing rather than the shapes we use in modern script, they gradually became more stylized to resemble modern forms of writing. तो ऐसे ही multi-story buildings या inscriptions में, and then you have manuscripts of different kinds जिसमें आपको history के ही अलग-अलग civilizations के बारे में पता चलता है. Then you have main features of the civilization. We have no written records about this civilization. Our knowledge is based on the study of ruins of large buildings, dwellings, houses, war weapons, household implements, food, dress materials, ornaments, pottery, domestic articles like toys, games, metal, clay and stone figures and seals, etc. So you have this main features of civilization. आपके पास pottery है, inscriptions है, manuscripts हैं. So all these things, because of all these things, we get to know about the civilizations of that time. Then you have town planning. What's special about these cities? The most interesting fact about these cities is that they were well planned. The study of ruins unearthed shows that the buildings were constructed throughout the city according to some definite planning, and the cities of Mohenjo-daro and Harappa were divided into two parts. The upper part and the lower part. The upper part was built on a higher platform. It has been called the citadel or the acropolis. This was the west part of the town but smaller. It included public buildings, the granaries, important workshops and the religious buildings. The eastern part was larger but lower, hence this is called the lower town. It contained the houses and workplaces of the common place. In the lower part of the city, generally houses and dwelling structure. Then they differed in sizes, varying from a small house of 2 rooms to a big building. All houses were built of bricks which were usually well borne. The roofs were flat and unthatched. Many big houses had 2 or more stories. It is indicated that they have lasted for about thousands of years. The bricks were laid in an interlocking pattern and that made the walls very strong. Floors of the house were earthened or kacha, and the houses had paved floors and courtyards, door windows and narrow stairways. Each house had its own well and a drainage system. In one of the corners of the house there was a kitchen, but most of the cooking was done in the courtyard. So you had आप इस टाइम के सिविलाइजेशन का सबसे प्रोमिनेंट पार्ट देखेंगे कि इनकी सिटीज बहुत वेल प्लान्ड होती थी. ड्रेनेज सिस्टम प्रॉपर था. अपर और लोअर पार्ट में ये डिवाइडेड था. अपर पार्ट ऑल्दो इट वाज स्मॉलर, इट वाज नोन एज एक्रोपोलिस और द सिटाडेल, एंड देन यू हैड द लोअर पार्ट, बट ईच हाउसेज हैड देयर ओन वेल डेवलप्ड drainage system and wells as well. Now let's extract. The Harappans were the first people to build planned cities with elaborate streets and drainage system. So in some cities of the civilization, a number of remarkable buildings were found in citadel. For example, in Mohenjo-daro, the largest building is the granary. A palace-like building has also been discovered. In Mohenjo-daro, a rectangular structure looking like a swimming pool, which was called the Great Bath by the archaeologists, was built in this area. It may have been used for religious bathing. The length of the swimming pool was about 12 meters, breadth 8 meters and 2.5 meters in depth. The bath is made of burnt bricks, coated with plaster and made watertight with a layer of natural tar and connected with a fine drainage system for filling and emptying it. It was filled through the wells, which were all made of burnt bricks with flight steps, raised platforms, running water. The Great Bath seems to be an ideal swimming resort. This building also consists of a large quadrangle in the center with verandas, galleries and rooms at all sides. Granaries have also been found at Harappa, Lothal and Kalibangam. These granaries were located near the river banks. It made easy transportation of grains by boats. The building consists of 2 similar blocks. Each block has 6 halls and 5 corridors which open towards outside, and each hall is again further divided into narrow compartments. These godowns must be serving the purpose of government storehouses. Then आपके इसी टाइम पे मोहनजोदारो के पास ग्रेट बाथ देखा गया, जहाँ पे आपके वेल प्रॉपर तरीके से डिजाइन किया हुआ स्विमिंग पूल था, विच लुक लाइक अ परफेक्ट रिजॉर्ट ऑफ स्विमिंग पूल, एंड देन दे हैड प्रॉपर ग्रेनरी सिस्टम्स ऑल्सो, स्टोर हाउसेज. Now, houses, drains and streets. Generally, the houses discovered at Harappa are smaller in size, but some might have been two-storied. Most of the houses had a central courtyard around which rooms were made, and the courtyard may have been used for grinding spices, as the mortar and pestle have been found there. Look at the drainage system in the town called Lothal in the picture. The drainage system of the Harappan sites of the cities was the best known to the world in ancient times. The drains were made of mortar, lime and gypsum. They were covered with big bricks and stones which could be lifted easily to clean the drains. Smaller drains from houses on both the sides of the streets came and joined a brick-laid main channel. For sewage from the houses, pits were provided at either side of the street, and the cities laid out in a regular plan like a modern city. The main road was 33 feet wide, and the roads and streets cut each other at right angles. They were rounded at the edges of the smooth flow of cart traffic. Covered drains ran along the road. All this shows that Indus Valley people took great care to keep their cities neat and clean. So all this shows that Indus people took great care to keep their cities neat and clean. So Indus Valley के people, because यहाँ पे proper town planning थी, drainage system proper तरीके से था, store house proper था, the roads were well developed, houses were well developed with interlocking brick kind of a system. So इससे पता चलता है कि civilization इस time पे काफी ज़्यादा अच्छी थी. Now try this, and this question you have to answer on your own. Now let's see life in the city. The ruins of the Indus Valley civilization tells us a great deal about the society of the people. The society probably consisted of three social groups. The ruling class, or rulers consisting of rich merchants, sent people to distant lands to get metal, precious stones and other things that they wanted. Goldsmiths and jewelers made beautiful ornaments from copper, bronze, gold and silver, and they lived in citadel. The second group was that of petty merchants or scribes, people who knew how to provide different articles of daily use, and this group of people include artisans and craftsmen. They lived in lower towns. These people also helped to prepare the seals and perhaps wrote on other materials that have not survived. तो इस टाइम पे आपको अलग अलग लोग देखने को मिलेंगे. मर्चेंट्स क्लासेस इस टाइम पे भी आपकी डिवाइडेड थी. कुछ लोगों को सिटीज में भेज दिया जाता था मेटल्स वगैरह लेने के लिए. Then besides, there were the laborers belonged to the third group, making all kinds of things. Men and women both were included in this group. They lived in small huts on the outer limits of the city, and the Indus Valley people were primarily farmers. The artistic skills and the human feelings of Mohenjo-daro are illustrated by many children's toys made in animal forms. फिर आपके थर्ड ग्रुप आते थे जिसमें women और men दोनों included थे, and primarily यहाँ के लोग farming में involved थे. Now let's see the social life, beginning with the food. The main crops grown were wheat and barley. These were used to make flour. In Lothal, they grew rice. Therefore, the people of the civilization used all these groups as a main food group. Apart from these, they grew fruits and vegetables, and they also supplemented their food with milk products and fish. तो main खाना यहाँ का wheat हुआ करता था, rice, barley, ये सब चीज़ों का consumption होता था. And then we had dresses and ornaments. The people grew cotton. They knew how to spin cotton, convert into thread, and then weave the thread into cloth. Spindle whorls, this piece of woven cloth have been found. It was made of terracotta and faience, and these were used to spin thread. तो terracotta art आपका इसी time से start हो गया था. Now let's extract. Cotton was probably grown at Mehergarh from about 7,000 years ago, and actual pieces of cloth were found attached to the lid of a silver vase and some copper objects at Mohenjo-daro. Now they were the earliest to grow cotton, since the Greeks learned about cotton from Indians. Cotton as well as woolen clothes were commonly worn by the people. Men generally used a sort of shawl for the upper body part and wore a band of cloth around their loins. Women wore short skirts which were called ghagras and which were held at the waist with a girdle, and they also wore a shawl round their shoulders. Men and women both seem to be fond of ornaments. Necklaces, fillets, armlets, finger rings and bangles were worn by both men and women. The women wore girdles, no studs, earrings and anklets, and ornaments were of great variety and design, and some of them were of singular beauty. These ornaments were made of different metals such as gold, silver, copper, bronze. They were studded with precious and semi-precious stones. Even jewelry made of bones were worn by the पुअर्स। तो इस टाइम पे जो मेन और वुमेन हुआ करते थे, इनके ड्रेसेस आपके घाघरा स्टाइल के हुआ करते थे, एंड बोथ मेन एंड वुमेन वर रियली फॉन्ड ऑफ ऑर्नामेंट्स। देन द कंडीशन ऑफ वुमेन. The condition of women seems to have been pretty good. They were held in equal respect in society with men, and the worship of Mother Goddess shows that women were respected in the form of mother or natural goddess. तो इस टाइम पे जो women की condition थी, it was really good. They were equally respected. Then the amusements. Archaeological evidences are not giving clear ideas about the system of education of the Indus Valley people, but the discovery of pictographic scripts shows that literacy was widespread. We do not know if children went to school. They might have helped their parents in their work. The use of metals and their alloys are seen in variety of household articles, toys, etc., and show that they had sufficient knowledge of physical sciences such as physics, chemistry, astronomy, etc. People enjoyed indoor amusements through outdoor games. They enjoyed singing and dancing, and they also played a game similar like a chess. And the children of the Indus Valley did not have many mechanical toys, but played with clay and wooden figures with nodding heads and toy birds. Small clay carts with animals yoked to them, marbles, whistles, dice and rattles have also been found like a chess. तो उस टाइम की एजुकेशन सिस्टम के बारे में तो ज़्यादा नहीं पता चल पाया है, बट प्लेइंग करने के लिए, डांसिंग वगैरह या म्यूजिक के शौकीन उस टाइम के लोग काफ़ी थे. Then the religious practices. From ancient times, people have worshipped natural objects around them. The Harappans also worshipped trees and animals. The peepal tree and the bull were their favorites, as they are shown often in their seals and other objects. A number of terracotta female images have been found. Many historians believe these represented the goddess of the earth or Mother Earth. In one of the figurines, a plant is shown growing from the stomach. They might have worshipped the mother goddess for prosperity. Also, a male deity surrounded by animals can be seen in a seal. Many people have named this figure as पशुपति. तो उस टाइम पे आपका नेचुरल वर्शिप, नेचर वर्शिप करी जाती थी. सन की, पेड़ की, जिन चीज़ों से उनको उनकी जिंदगी, लाइफ पॉसिबल थी, उनकी ज़्यादा आपका वर्शिप करी जाती थी. अलॉन्ग साइड विद दैट मेल डाइटी की फिगरीन्स भी देखी गई हैं. Now, many of the graves were robbed by the robbers who had disturbed the remains. From the picture, you can see that the Harappans seem to have buried their dead with pots and other belongings of the person. This shows that they believed in the life after death. At other times, they cremated the dead. Sometimes, after cremation, the bones and ashes were buried in special pots, and a number of skeletal remains in urns with ashes have been found. तो उस टाइम पे dead remains, ashes वगैरह को बहुत ज़्यादा देखा जाता था. This shows that they used to believe कि डेथ के बाद भी कहीं ना कहीं लाइफ पॉसिबल है. Then the trade. The people of the Indus Valley carried not only a brisk trade with the rest of India, but also with the foreign lands. Since archaeologists found many models of carts and boats, it proved that they used both the rivers and the roads for carrying things. Foreign trade was carried with Mesopotamia, modern-day Iraq, and Afghanistan. Gold, copper, silver, precious stones discovered at Mohenjo-daro and Harappa were probably imported from foreign countries. They also had trade relations with southern and eastern India, Kashmir, Mysuru and Nilgiri Hills. Textiles were exported to Babylon. Seals found in Sumeria, Persia and Egypt indicate that people of Harappa traded with these countries. The internal trade was carried through river routes. This is confirmed by a dockyard which has been found at Lothal, which shows that Harappans were familiar with the ships. Many types of standard weights and measures have been found. Certain weights were so heavy that they were lifted by ropes. The poor used ordinary pebbles as weights, with the dwellers used very small weights which were actually grounded. तो उस टाइम के लोगों का देखा जाए तो बाय लैंड एंड सी रूट्स के थ्रू, दोनों के थ्रू ये ट्रेड किया करते थे. वेट्स और मेजरमेंट भी उस टाइम पे देखे गए हैं जो अलग अलग ट्रेडर्स यूज किया करते थे फॉर मेजरमेंट. Now, sir, Harappan seals have been found in the cities of ancient Mesopotamia, and Mesopotamian seals were found in Harappan sites. This confirms that trade existed between both these civilizations. Besides trade, Harappan people were engaged in other occupations as well. There were farmers, potters, jewelers, metal workers, toy makers, stone cutters, seal makers, etc. Beads and amulets have been found from all the cities, which proves that it was an important occupation. और जो जितने भी ये सारे आपके sites trade wise देखे गए हैं, it establishes a concrete base that दोनों civilizations के बीच में हमारा trade रहा था. Then the art of pottery. The people of Harappa were artisans. They produced very beautiful specimens of colored as well as glazed pottery. It indicates that the Harappan potter was a skilled craftsman who could give a color, shape and delicacy to his pots. Pottery भी इस time पे देखी जाती थी. And then art of painting and carving. A large number of seals have been found during excavation. Many seals have been found engraved with figures of lion, tiger, humped bull, etc. and some sort of pictographic signs. All these seals were smoothly glazed. These seals are made of ivory, terracotta and clay, and they are generally found round and rectangular in shape. Most of the seals have knobs on the back through which runs a hole. It seems that they were used by different merchants and traders for stamping purposes. फिर आपका पेंटिंग्स और कार्विंग्स होती थी टेराकोटा और अलग अलग तरीकों की मटेरियल से, एंड होल वगैरह हुआ करते थे जिससे ये लगता था देखने में कि उसी चीज का यूज स्टैंपिंग करने के लिए भी यूज किया जाता था. Then art of writing. The seals of the Indus Valley indicate that the people had developed the art of writing. It is known as a pictographic script, and there are around 250 to 400 pictographic syllables. The script was written from right to left. It is unfortunate that no one has yet been able to read this script. Can you think of any script written from right to left today? तो आपका ये जो left to right वाला system था ये इस time पे आपका लिखना शुरू हो गया था, but ये script अभी तक decipher नहीं की गई है. Then the economic life. The discovery of articles of comfort in the big cities of the Mohenjo-daro and Harappa clearly shows that people of the Indus Valley were prosperous. They had achieved a high standard of economic progress. The people were primarily farmers and herders, and they grew different kinds of crops through the remains of plants. They grew wheat, barley, pulses, peas, rice, sesame, linseed and mustard. The Harappan people used many kinds of tools for agriculture, but a new tool known by the name plough has been discovered in recent excavation. It was used to dig the land for turning the soil and planting seeds, and the plough was made of wood and have not survived. Toy models have been found. Another means of livelihood of the people were domestication of animals, and they also hunted and gathered wild animals like the antelope and bear respectively. So इस time पे आपको ये भी sides देखने को मिलेंगे that people were really independent and they were engaged in different kinds of economic activities also, so that they could survive properly. Then the rulers of this time, who ruled these cities. Since we have been unable to decipher the script, we are also not able to say what kind of government the Harappans had. We have found evidence that shows very planned towns, uniformity in many objects and in lifestyle. This makes us believe that some kind of central government might have existed to control and supervise activities. Some of the figurines also show differences in dresses and ornaments. So we may say that a ruling class did exist, and since trade seemed to have been very important, the trading class might have been powerful. Because यहाँ पे आपके अलग-अलग sites देखने को मिलते हैं, inscriptions वगैरह देखने को मिलते हैं, it is very much evident कि यहाँ पे central administration रहा करता था. It was quite powerful also. Now a case study, Harappan towns in Gujarat. Number 1, Dholavira. The city was located in the Khadir island of Kutch. In this city, fresh water and fertile soil were available, and this city is locally known as Kotada. It was first excavated in 1990. It is one of the largest settlement in India and 5th largest in the subcontinent. Dholavira was divided into 3 distinct parts, a citadel, a middle town and a lower town. And each part was surrounded with massive stone walls with entrances through gateways, and there was large open area in the settlements where public meetings could be held. Other findings include the oldest signboard in the world containing 10 large-sized signs of the Harappan script. The scripts were carved out of the stone and inlaid on the wood. Many funerary structures have also been unearthed, which throw light on the religious beliefs of the people. So at this time, Dholavira जो है लार्जेस्ट साइट है, 5th लार्जेस्ट है पूरे सब कॉन्टिनेंट में, और यहाँ पर भी आपको अलग अलग बिलीव्स लोगों के उस टाइम पे जो रहा करते थे वो देखने को मिलते हैं. Then second is the Lothal. Lothal in Gujarat is the most extensively researched coastal site. It stood close to the Gulf of Khambat. It stood beside a tributary of the river Sabarmati. It was divided in 2 parts, a citadel and a lower town. A large granary had been found near the river banks, which was perhaps used for storing cargo. Other important findings include a beads factory, many seals, and a brick dockyard connected to the Gulf of Cambay by a channel. All these evidences prove that Lothal was a good trade center of the Harappan people. तो यहाँ पे आपको अलग-अलग ग्रीनरीज भी देखने को मिलती हैं. And then it is in Gujarat. यहाँ पर आपको बहुत ज़्यादा most popularly researched site भी है ये. Then we have the Goladhoro. It has recently been found in the Kutch of Gujarat. Archaeologists have found products made of shell and copper in a very old Indus seal. Then you have the Rangpur. It is another Indus settlement found in the Kutch area of Gujarat. Probably this settlement belongs to the later period of the Harappan culture, as the articles found have a close resemblance to the Harappan style. तो रंगापुरा का बहुत close resemblance Harappan site से भी है. Then you have the Surkotada. Surkotada, also in Gujarat, was a flourishing settlement. A number of advanced terracotta toys, seals, bangles, beads have been found. A unique feature was the discovery of a small oval pits covered with stone slabs, suggesting that they buried their dead, and no such sites have been found in any other Indus settlements. Besides Mohenjo-daro, Kotdiji, smaller cities have been found in Balochistan, in Punjab, in Pakistan. अब आपका Surkotada आता है, यहाँ पर आपको seals वगैरह भी देखने को मिलती हैं. Now the decline of the Harappan culture. The Indus Valley civilization flourished for about 1000 years. It gradually disappeared by about 1500 BCE when the Vedic civilization emerged. How was it destroyed? Why did all this happen? The scholars are not sure. Nobody has definite answer so far to this important question. It seems that natural disasters and man must have combined to cause its complete destruction. Frequent occurrence of floods in the Indus must have submerged vast territories and thus buried them under thick layers of mud. Some suggested that the rivers dried up, rainfall might have become scanty in this region by 2000 BCE, and Sindh might have become a desert. As a result, the people migrated to other areas. Some scholars suggest that there was deforestation because of large requirement of fuel for baking bricks and for smelting copper ores. Besides grazing by large herders of cattle, sheep and goat may have destroyed the grass cover, and the area drained by the river Saraswati declined due to drought and scarcity of water. तो इंडस वैली सिविलाइजेशन का डिक्लाइन कैसे हुआ 1000 साल के बाद, उसका कॉन्क्रीट आंसर अब तक नहीं पता चल पाया. इट इज जस्ट सेड कि कुछ नेचुरल क्लैमिटीज एंड पीपल मस्ट हैव कंबाइंड टुगेदर फॉर इट्स डिस्ट्रक्शन, एंड धीरे धीरे इसका डिक्लाइन होना शुरू हो गया. बट कॉन्क्रीट रीजन क्या है वो अब तक नहीं पता चला है. Now glossary. Amulet, an object which is believed to protect oneself against evil. Artifacts, man-made objects. Citadel, a fort-like building on a raised ground. Civilization, a human society which has a high level of social organization, culture and comfortable way of life. Seal, clay tablets used by merchants to brand their goods. And spindle, a thin rod in which a thread is twisted by hand. Let's recall, with the development of the wheel carts and trade, villages became towns. The Great Bath seems to be an ideal swimming resort. In India, cities were first developed in the valleys of river Indus. The drainage system of the Harappan cities was the best known to the world. The main crops grown were wheat and barley, and the Indus Valley civilization flourished for about 1000 years. So this is the entire thing that we have just read in this chapter. Now let's move ahead to the exercise time. Darken the correct circle in the OMR sheet. In the Indus Valley civilization lasted for about 1000 years. Fill in the blanks. Lothal is situated in Gujarat. Write T for true and F for false against each statement. Indus Valley civilization is also referred to as a Gold Age civilization. Absolutely incorrect. Bronze Age civilization के नाम से जाना जाता है. Answer the following questions in the few words. Name two persons who discovered the remains of the Mohenjo-daro. So it was John Marshall, archaeological survey के जो head रह चुके थे उस time पे. He was one among the two people who actually found Mohenjo-daro. Now answer the following questions. Describe the Great Bath of Mohenjo-daro. तो Mohenjo-daro जो it is also known as the जहाँ पे आपके dead remains बहुत ज़्यादा पाए जाते थे, and Great Bath आपका properly well equipped, well developed swimming pool था. Now answer the following questions in detail. Why were the first civilizations called the Bronze Age civilizations? Because of a very basic reason, क्योंकि उस time पे आपका जो archaeological surveys हैं उससे पता चला है कि bronze का use यहाँ पे किया जाता था. Then you have the NCERT textbook questions. Please look into the questions yourselves. And with that, we're done with this chapter. Please go through the entire chapter once again properly, and the rest of the exercise questions, please do it yourselves.